Hey everybody, welcome to Cherry Wayne. I know it's been a while. If you don't know, my name's Mary, and I've kind of taken a break for a while from doing a lot of my business adventures and all kinds of stuff like that. I've had to switch my job for a while just to maintain household and things like that. So I've just been really focusing on myself and trying to take a step back from certain things. And to be honest with you, I was just super burnt out with everything. So I started coloring. My friend and I started coloring together. And I thought it would be fun to go through with you guys the pages that I've colored because it's still a crafty thing and it's been fun. I'll probably walk you through some of the materials that I've been using and go over all that in case you guys want to try them yourself. It's been really great for me to come home and just color and unwind and relax. So, this book is by the creator Coco Wyo. This is the Girl Moments book, as you can see. And we'll just go through and talk through some of the stuff that I've done. So, this is the first page. I've been trying to learn all the different techniques and everything. So like different textures, different styles, lighting, shadows. I use alcohol markers for mine. It's my first time ever using alcohol markers and I really enjoy them. They're very nice to work with. I have a few different products and like I said, I'll show you what I use, but you can see I have some paint pens, I have some glitter markers, gel pens, and the alcohol markers are the main thing that I use. This is one of the pages I was trying a different effect. I tried to also do some stained glass. This one I wanted to do a color pop and wanted it to look like, they were glowing and everything else was just kind of like gray and dreary. This one is fun because it was the first border I've ever done. And so I did roses on the border and roses on her overalls. I used the glitter pen a little in here and I did all my shadows and stuff. I used a paint marker to make the cow look fluffy. This was another favorite of mine. I tried to do like a glowing effect and I wanted the cat and the girl to look like aliens and outside. So I did a lot of glow effects. And then literally by accident, I decided to do all pink for the rest of it. And this is one of my favorite pages. This is another one where I tried a glow effect. So you can get the idea that the light is shining down and the room is dark. So I really enjoyed doing that. This one I kind of went all out trying to do a few different things. I tried bubbles for the first time. I added with the paint markers. I did the cherries and the hearts were already on here, but I tried to make them really pop. So I really liked how this page turned out. This page I actually like how it turned out, but initially I wasn't too jazzed about coloring this one. I don't know, something about it just like wasn't appealing to me, but I tried to have fun with it. I used the glitter pens a lot in this one on the bike specifically. This one I did last night. It's one of my least favorites. Not enthused about the color palette, but it was still enjoyable to color. This was the first one I did where I tried the glow effect, but it's a yellow and gray effect to try to get the glow from the TV. And then I tried to do a snowy night background. I really like how that turned out. This one was another fail that, you know, it ended up okay in the end, but the wall in the background, I was trying to do something cute and fun, and it just did not turn out. So it's not my favorite page, but it's okay. Really love how this one turned out. I tried to do a lot of different shading and was still just kind of learning different things. But I like how that turned out. This one, I guess you could say, is another fail of mine. I tried to make it look like a very dimly lit cafe, maybe at night. So I tried to do the light effect, and I did a darker yellow all over the entire picture, and then I colored it. I don't think it looks horrible, but not my favorite. And then I tried to do blueberries on the wall, and don't think that that really looks how I wanted it to. This one I kept everything kind of simple, but I do like how it turned out. This was another one where I was kind of hating it the entire time I was working on it, but now that everything's done, I think it turned out okay. But I did a lot of metallics here. I did a bubble cat. I did a lot of different patterns, a lot of textures in this one. I wasn't really thrilled with how my night sky turned out, but I still enjoyed working on it. This one has a funny story to it. So this is Melody, and Melody is having a manic episode. Literally speaking, it's late June in this picture, as you can see by the plants and the shrubbery and everything. But in her mind, it is full-blown winter, and she's like kind of obsessed with bread at the moment, so she went and got a whole ton of bread. The dog is looking at her in concern. It's a whole thing, but it's okay. She's doing just fine in life. She's just fixated on bread right now. This one, I had no idea how I wanted to color it, but I ended up being really happy with how it turned out. I did some tattoos and body modifications on her. I really like the glow and the lighting that I did for the inside of the shop. All the little details. I had no intentions of really liking how I was going to color this. I went a little bit on the darker, edgier side with it, and I really like how it ended up turning out. And I think that is it from this book. But I do have a second book that I've colored just a couple things in, and I'll show you that. If you'd be interested in me doing a color along, you know, you guys can color with me and I'll do a video, just let me know. I tried to film one the other day and it didn't really turn out. Oh yeah, so this one is Coco Wyo Stress Relief. This is a bold and easy coloring book. So these images are a lot larger, a lot simpler, and in some ways easier to color. I would say mostly they're just quicker to color. So if you're looking for something, you know, you want to get done in 15 to 30 minutes as opposed to a couple hours, then one of these bold and easy coloring books would be good. But that's the first one I did in this book. I haven't colored a lot in this book, so it'll take me a second to find the other ones I've colored. I did this one. As you can see, these are a lot more simple. They don't have a lot going on. I did a lot of glitter in this one, just in the borders and stuff. So that one turned out pretty cute. I did this one. Don't super love the color palette I did. Don't super love how it turned out, but I was trying to really go detailed with the fire. This one's very simple, but I really love how this turned out, especially the flowers. I think it's pretty. I'm trying to practice my blending. And then I really love how this one turned out. I was just practicing the bubble effect and the water effect. And I like the way the details turned out on the whales. I think it's cute. This one I think turned out super cute. I love the little bit of texture that I added. My sister really loves sloths, so I'll probably send that picture to her. This was the first picture I colored in this book, and I'm sure those of you that knit or crochet will appreciate this page. I tried to make the yarn look pretty realistic and add some texture to it. And then the last one I colored in this book is this one. I don't super love how these turned out, but don't hate it either. Just wasn't really sure how I wanted to go about them when I was doing them. But yeah, so those are all the pages I've colored so far. If you'd be interested in me doing a color along or anything, I'd be more than happy to. I will just show you briefly some of the materials that I use in case you guys want to try them yourselves. You can get these on Amazon. I made my own color swatches of all the markers that I have. The color swatches I would say are very necessary and they do help. However, if you don't want to create your own, you can buy pages that have little squares and stuff on them that you can just color in to do your swatching. I just used a blank piece of paper, drew out my own lines, and made my own. But this is a skin tone set that I have. This came from Amazon. The brand is Sella Moon. It's a 36-piece set. They look like this. They're double-ended, and these are the colors. And then I have a Cali Art set. It's 120 markers, and that's all these colors here. And the markers look like this. The main thing you want to look for, you don't necessarily have to get the same brand, but look for the brush tip. Those are the most enjoyable to color with. And then you want to make sure that they are alcohol markers. So I have 120 set of those. And then I have these. These are the Ohuhu brand acrylic paint markers. These are either 36 or 48 set. I can't recall, but they have a plastic applicator on this here, and they really work well with layering and all that kind of stuff for pictures. And these are acrylic. And then I have some more Ohuhu markers or pens. These are the glitter markers. Same thing, they have a plastic applicator, but these, my goodness, do these have a lot of glitter in them. They're really nice to work with as well. And they write really well. I have used other paint markers and paint pens from other brands that don't write as well, but the Ohuhu brand ones are really nice. And then I also have some white gel pens. I just wanted to have the Jelly Roll ones because that's the brand I grew up using. You don't have to use the Jelly Roll, but you do want to try to get a variety pack. The number 10 I use the most. Number 8 I use as well. But there is a 5, and I would say the 5 is really good for very fine details. But these I mainly just use as highlights in the images, and it really just adds a whole lot of character. Now, artistically speaking, if you're not interested in coloring in these coloring books for relaxation, you can very much use everything I just said with your own paper and your own drawings. Um, you can use these just like any other professional quality markers and things like that. Um, Not necessary either, but because I have them, I do use them sometimes. My Pigma Micron pens, these also come in different sizes. You can get them in different colors as well. However, I have black. As long as you use these once your other colors have dried, these work really well. These are a permanent marker. Um, I use these for like little fine lines and details as well, so I have a small pack of those. But yeah, that is all my coloring materials and my supplies and all my coloring pages so far. I will try to find links. I'm not affiliated with anyone or anything, but I will put some links below. So if you guys want to get your own, you can. And yeah, let me know below if you'd want to see me do a color along or anything like that. I hope you guys are doing great, and I will talk to you later.